Kalayaan 2020 online. 2020 online. This event is brought to you by huwag malumbay dahil tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Ilang tulog na lang kapag diniwag na natin ang ating sarili. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. The 100% celebration of the Philippine Anniversary in Dubai and the Northern Emirates. June 12, 2020, 12 noon. Maraming sorpresa, maraming papremyo, kasi maraming papremyo. Promise, at may mga artista pa, like ang official Facebook page na Kalayaan 2020 DNA. Isa natin ibang iwang, isa natin panoorin. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. This event is brought to you by huwag malumbay dahil tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Ilang tulog na lang kapag diniwag na natin ang ating kasalinan. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. The 100% celebration of the Philippine Anniversary in Dubai and the Northern Emirates. June 12, 2020, 12 noon. Maraming sorpresa, maraming papremyo, kasi maraming papremyo. Promise, at may mga artista pa, like ang official Facebook page na Kalayaan 2020 DNA. Isa natin ibang iwang, isa natin panoorin. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. This event is brought to you by huwag malumbay dahil tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Ilang tulog na lang kapag diniwag na natin ang ating kasalinan. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. The 100% celebration of the Philippine Anniversary in Dubai and the Northern Emirates. June 12, 2020, 12 noon. Maraming sorpresa, maraming papremyo, kasi maraming papremyo. Promise, at may mga artista pa, like ang official Facebook page na Kalayaan 2020 DNA. Isa natin ibang iwang, isa natin panoorin. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. Huwag malumbay dahil tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Ilang tulog na lang kapag diniwag na natin ang ating kasalinan. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. The 100% celebration of the Philippine Anniversary in Dubai and the Northern Emirates. June 12, 2020, 12 noon. Maraming sorpresa, maraming papremyo, kasi maraming papremyo. Promise, at may mga artista pa, like ang official Facebook page na Kalayaan 2020 DNA. Isa natin ibang iwang, isa natin panoorin. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. This event is Kalayaan 2020 DNA. Isa natin ibang iwang, isa natin panoorin. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. This event is Kalayaan 2020 DNA. Isa natin ibang iwang, isa natin panoorin. Kalayaan 2020 online. Kalayaan 2020 online. This event is
Hindi.
Kalayaan 2020 DNA. Isa natin ibang iwang, isa natin panoorin. Kalayaan 2020 online.
Naka-YouTube na ako, live ako ngayon sa YouTube. Naka-YouTube na ako, ayun. Mega shout out to you, Cloud Castle. Thank you for watching. Yun na lang. Load ka na dyan. Dito ko na lang ilagay yan.
natin ang mga bagay na ayaw natin pag-usapan. Dapat talaga natin pag-usapan to. Let's talk about depression. Let's talk about mental health. For us to be resilient, for us to be resilient Pinoys in the face of this pandemic, we have to understand ano ba talaga ang depression sinasabi nila. By the way, last week, Dr. Rommel was here also to discuss about anxiety. Well, it's a good thing na parang i-connect natin ito sa ating susunod na topic. Alam niyo po ba that this is actually a 3-course program, mental health program para sa ating mga kabayan na nagdaranas ng mga mental health problems. So hindi lang yan, how to improve or how to keep a good mental health from our mental health advocates, by the way, here in Dubai, Filipino advocates here in Dubai. At syempre, huwag na natin patagalin pa because our speaker of tonight is actually, ito nagulat ako kanina, ang bata pala niya, she's a graduate with a degree of Doctor of Philosophy, major in Human Resource and Behavioral Management. She finished also Bachelor in Psychology and Masters of Arts and Education, major in Counseling in University of Nueva Caceres in Naga City. Served as an associate professor also in the human resource coordinator and guidance counselor of various hospitals in southern Philippines. She has been involved in different international forum and trainings as certified applied behavioral therapist. Served as the head of special educational needs and disabilities department and school psychologist school in Dubai, and also the editorial board of Asian Psychological Services and Assessment Incorporated in the Philippines. Also, she served as board of directors in Psychological Society of the Philippines, UAE Dubai chapter. She was also awarded as an outstanding and meritorious employee for 2 consecutive years at the United International Private School, recently awarded as outstanding UNESCO Club Educator in the Philippines. In 28 and Assessment Incorporated for her outstanding contribution in the field of psychology as mental health advocate. And currently the founder and co-founder of B&M Neuropsychological Testing Center, managing and clinical director of Malaya's Lying in Clinic. Hindi ko alam ano itong Lying in managing and clinical director of Malaya's Lying in Clinic in Riga City, and the head of Inclusion Support Center at St. Mary's Catholic High School in Mohaisna, Dubai, UAE, and a mental health advocate, and believes in the capacity of the youth that can change the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome Dr. Jolit Angeline Malaya.
Hello, good evening everyone. Magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Happy to be part of this session, and of course, maganda rin na pag-usapan natin about mental health. As an advocate and of course a practitioner, malaman po natin on how to cope up with the different, changes that we encounter with the new normal. Okay, so
it's a good thing pala na to make it short. Okay lang po ba, Doc?
Sure, sir, opo.
Yeah. It's a good thing kasi Doc Angel that last week napag-usapan po natin with Doc Ronald about anxiety. Ang daming tanong ng ating mga viewers actually kung ano ba talaga yung anxiety, ano din ang depression, is there any differentiation between the two? Ano ba talaga ito? Well, nandito na po siya to help us understand ano ba talaga ang depression. Again, Doc Angel, you may take the window.
Okay, so let's start. So just have the presentation. Okay. Is it visible po ba, sir?
Maybe it's coming up, but not yet, but it's coming up. Again, sa mga kakapasok lang po dyan na nanonood sa atin, don't forget to tell your friends to be here. Like our page at facebook.com/Kalayaan2020. And tonight, we're going to discuss ano ba talaga itong tinatawag na depression? Are you also under depression this time? Or
Okay,
ba
is it?
naging san?
Wala pa po.
Wala pa po. Wala pa po.
Ayan. So, habilitin natin si Doc Angel and also Chairman and Elton and Doc Angel. Sa ating mga kababayan po ngayon, please do share. Napaka-importante po ito at napakaganda po ng tatalakayin po ni Doc Angel. At makakatulong po ito sa ating lahat, hindi lang po sa amin na nandito ngayon sa inyong harapan, but to each and every one of our kababayan, especially na tayo ay dumadaan ngayon dito with pandemic dito sa COVID-19. So, please, pakishare po lahat, pakishare sa mga kaibigan nyo, kapamilya nyo. Yan. Okay na, Doc.
Alright, Doc, go on.
Okay. Okay, so good evening everyone. So, pag-usapan natin ngayon about depression. And I always advocate that mental health really matters. Not just with youngsters, but of course in any type of ways na pwede natin ma-overcome different season ng buhay natin. Sabi nga nila, resilient Pinoys, kaya natin ma-overcome lahat ng difficulties na pwede natin ma-encounter along the way. Okay, so Doc Rommel talks about anxiety. So I just want you to see paano ba nag-start yung depression. So it always goes with stress. So stress have good and bad stress. So yung bad stress also triggers going to anxiety. But when we talk about good stress, okay, it have us build resiliency when we have good stress. So importante din try stress. The answer is yes. Okay, and then anxiety goes with panic attack, just like Dr. Roman talks about last time. So it leading siya with how are we going to cope up with anxiety. So once we don't have any coping ways to ventilate, it goes with depression. Okay, so let's talk more about depression tonight. So I just want to share with you this stress bucket. We have different areas of worries and stress. So, for example, we have academic stress for teachers, disagreement with teacher or for result, meron din tayo na tawag na intrapersonal stress like for diet, living on caffeine, or substance abuse, worrying about money, worrying about shelter. So, very prominent siya this time because of the pandemic, itong intrapersonal stress. And then we have another one like feeling lonely, wanting to make friends. Syempre, we don't have interaction, so we're longing na magkaroon at least over internet. And we have also environmental stress. Yun, might be as we encounter here in UAE, we have roommates, we're sharing stress difficulties, lalo na we have this quarantine this time. Now, in this picture, you will see the coping skills, okay? Stress level is high, buffer zone, ano ba yung ginagawa mo to release, to ventilate when you experience stress? So, pag positive, you have ways to ventilate, it releases the stress and anxiety. But, if it's unhelpful coping skills, for example, you have alcoholism, substance abuse, it is unhealthy, both cognitive, behavioral, and also physical kasi affected na siya. So we have to identify yung bucket list. Ano ba yung mga stressors that leads to anxiety? And before it leads to depression, you have to ventilate or express it up before it will happen to a higher level of mental disorder. Okay? So now, let's talk about the real meaning of depression. So depression is a common mental health problem that causes people to experience low mood, loss of interest, or pleasure. So nawawala din yung self-worth natin, disturb din yung routine of sleep, appetite, low energy, and poor concentration. You could also feel restless, okay, could also experience that we don't have the energy without any reason. So, usually, for a prolonged period of time, ang question kasi dito is, okay lang po bang maging malungkot? Okay, speaking of sadness, it's normal. Okay, but the problem here, if the period of time lasts for at least 2 weeks and more, 6 months to 1 year. So, it's really disturbing if masyado na siyang mahaba. Okay? So, let me just show you here the brain of a depressed person. So ito po yun. Not depressed, you can see it's like here. With the, nakikita natin dito yung areas of yung neurotransmitter is also having some difficulty. Let me just clear you that depression is not a sign of weakness. Pag sinabi mo, ay, depression, ano lang yan, iinarte lang yan. Or a negative personality. No, it's not. A major public health problem po ang depression and a medical condition that needs to be addressed both through talk therapy and of course through medication. So it's natural to feel down sometimes. The answer is yes. But if low mood lingers day after day and it causes also disturbance sa routine mo, like if you're working, you don't have anymore the energy, okay, to go to work, or you don't have any appetite already to eat your meals, so it causes major depression. And this is an episode of sadness. So pag sinabi nating episode, hindi lang siya naglilinger for 1 day or 2 days. So it lingers more than a week and it prolongs the agony of the symptoms or even severe enough to interrupt your daily activities. Okay? Like your hygiene, ayaw mo na maligo, you don't have any daily routine anymore. So now, I just want you to see depression has different causes. So first, genetic. If it runs from the family, like your relative, your immediate family has a history of depression, mental disorders, some of you could acquire it through genetic transmission. And of course, brain chemistry imbalance. Okay, it's the decomposition of the neurotransmitter in the brain, and of course, we have nutrition issues like comorbid na siya into physical symptoms, and then nagiging cause na siya to anxiety, ramdam mo na, like if you have you've been positive to COVID-19, it also in one of the causes of depression, and drugs or substance abuse is one of the reason, and of course stress. Okay, so don't forget the good stress and bad stress. Alright, so let me just show you here the cause of depression in the brain. So brain circuit that regulate mood may work less efficiency during depression. So in this na nababalance ng chemical neurotransmitter in the brain, medyo it has some difficulty to regulate that losses biological prone of like having a disorder. Paano nga ba nagkakaroon ng nito? Might be caused with triggers, okay, including substance abuse, possible hormonal changes, and even change of seasons. Okay, all right. So we have here common symptoms of depression. So let me just show you around. If this is the brain, might be what affects the depression is first feeling sad or empty. Okay. Thoughts of death, or kung wala pang self-harm, repetition of try to commit suicide or attempts of committing suicide. Aches and pains, okay, mamanifest na rin siya physically. Overeating and weight gain, either you eat too much or you avoid taking food, and then lack of appetite, okay, and poor memory, concentration, decision making, cannot have a concrete decision anymore, right? Affected the new sleeping pattern, okay, and anger and irritability. So in a minimal way, linis ka na agad. Other ways around it, disturb ka agad sa nakita mo sa Facebook, for example. So another, no pressure in the activities. You're not having a happy time, have fun, or you don't appreciate things that you have in life. Also, you may feel feeling excessively guilty of the sudden change of your life, sudden loss of your family, or broken relationship. You always blame yourself, or feeling worthless. You can't find the purpose of your life anymore, or feeling hopeless or helpless. So you can't help yourself on how to overcome those fears or those difficulties. Alright? So those are leading points. Okay, those are leading points to have depression. So now, The primary symptoms of depression are sad or mood or loss of interest in life. These activities that were once pleasurable, nang nawawala siya, okay, suddenly, you lack hope anymore, okay, mayroong recurrence of thoughts of committing suicide, or having thoughts na wala nang bang solusyon but to end my life, okay? So those are the struggle of depressed people. So hindi lang siya basta behavior, but it comes from cognitive, physical, and of course, behavior that affects the daily routines of your life. And also, depression symptoms goes with physical. Yung sinasabi ko kanina, na you might feel fatigue, okay, distressed energy, insomnia, comes around, especially early morning, or having excessive sleep naman. Gusto mo lang matulog ka lang na matulog. Okay? And persistent aches or pains in your head, cramps, digestive problems. Sometimes, there are patients na, or clients na, okay, I need to go to the doctor kasi parang may sudden changes physically eh. Parang may sakit or what. But when the general doctor check, talagang wala naman reason, all tests are negative, that's the time that refer it to psychologists or psychiatrists para at least identify ano ba yung cause of psychological, okay? So, now we have here also attitudes and thinking. Ano ba yung thoughts? Ano ba yung attitude? Ano ba yung, what comes in their minds once they have depression? So, napaka-negative, makikita niyo yung negative thoughts talaga comes around. So, like, I'm a failure, I have let everyone down, it's all my fault, okay, nothing goes good even happens to me. So, lahat negative. Having worthless, no one loves me, I'm so alone, life is not worth living for, so there is nothing good out there. So, lahat comes negative thinking, keeps on overthinking, nag-trigger din siya into a more severe receptive interaction niya, like the person will avoid talking to other loved ones, avoid going out. So when it goes with the behavior. So that also is what is it? Different is usually waiting. So have to identify. Biglang nag-waiting siya, biglang pumayat siya. So might be and of course, or suddenly meron nag-regress. Okay, parang to cover up lang yung tao, ayaw na nilang associate anymore. So, napaka-evident din naman if there's sudden change with your husband or with your wife. Loss of pressure then. Okay? So, another way is recurring of suicide warning signs. So, makikita natin yung self-harm, continuous self-harm. Why do you think they keep on hurting themselves? The main reason is, since they cannot feel anymore the pain, or the pain is really too much to handle, it comes with physical harm. Okay? Mas sasaktan nila just to feel it. Like, it's a way of knowing that, okay, I can still feel the pain even it's really parang negative siya, because as a person, self-care is very important. Okay? So we have to be more aware. If there is self-harm, it's the time that we really need to seek help. Alright? And we have this question. Who's at risk? Meron din bang, ito lang yung age na pwede magkaroon ng depression? The answer po is no. Anyone can depress. Many experts also believe that genetic play a role in every part of our society. And of course, very prominent lang din yung men, and of course women, lalo na if after giving birth. Okay? So everyone can be depressed. It depends on how are you going to cope up with the challenges. Now we have here postpartum depression. So it lasts for almost 6 weeks. So it is very important that mother could experience yung support, okay, love from the partner. And ang risk lang talaga ng postpartum depression is that the well-being of the baby is also at risk kung hindi siya maagapan, because the mother can feel that there's no attachment anymore. Okay, the mother cannot feel yung enjoyment of bonding with the infant. So might be the mother can hurt, and also the husband cannot support the relationship. So maraming factors then that could contribute on postpartum depression. Possible din yung chemical changes, okay, body chemical changes. And we have here, symptoms are similar to depression for teens. Like for parents, I just suggest that don't neglect yung acting, yung sinasabi nilang, acting out na yan, it's just normal. It is very risky for teenager to have depression because it's yung physical changes comes around, chemical changes with the brain. Okay, the brain is also developing. So it's very important that you really need to follow through with them, talk to them, the communication with them, because andun na yung social encounter, peer pressure, might be they are experiencing bullying. So very risky din yung depression in terms of this age. And to answer on this area, to make an accurate diagnosis, sino ba yung accurate person na pwedeng puntahan if you think you have this sign and symptoms? So it's very important that you have to talk to a professional. We have psychiatrists for medication, and of course for talk therapy, we have the clinical psychologists. Okay, for medication, in terms of this, they are giving antidepressants. It's helping the brain balance the serotonin and of course serotonin, which helps the brain have a balance of happy thoughts, okay, overcoming stress. Alright, and psychiatrist lang po ang pwedeng magbigay ng medication. Okay, and I could also give recommendations like exercise is very important for depressed people. Okay, so because it releases endorphins that can boost your mood and lessen din yung stress. If you feel stressed, then exercise. Okay, it helps you give you a high level of energy, and it helps you better have a good sleep as well, and having a moderate level of activity, balancing outside stress, and of course, yung sinasabi nga natin bad stress and good stress. So at least choose something you enjoy and aim for 20 to 30 minutes for 5 times a week. That's my recommendation. And of course, having a pet for a depressed person is, according to research, it's really very helpful. At least it helps to moderate the depression in many people. Let's provide unconditional love, relieve loneliness, and give patient a sense of purpose. If you're alone, I guess you really have to buy your own pets now, okay? And it also helps in your if you have trouble sleeping or better in overall health, it really get along with it. The role of social support is one of the things that really help depression, because yung knowing that someone is there for you, it's big thing. Hindi mo kailangan mag-suggest sa kanya, itong gawin mo, it's the right thing to do, but it is knowing that someone understands you in this difficult situation of your life. It means a lot to them. Okay, this support group at finding maybe an online community, making a genuine effort to see your friends outside or family often outside, it really helps a lot. And of course, good outlook. If you are a very positive person, even problem comes around, in the midst of major depression, you can overcome it. Because more than 80% of people get better with meditation and talk therapy, or we call it psychotherapy. It's a combination of the two. They really recover. Okay. So I have also here some nutritious food that you could try. Okay, we have like carrots. The carrot is one of help you go out with a lower level of depression. So according to studies, like pumpkin, spinach, sweet potatoes, and other it's like that you could follow through. And we have here also salmon. Okay, this is a fish-like herring na high on, according to research, it also help on fighting depression. Okay. So also milk, you can try this. It's a good source of vitamin D if you have a very low level of these nutrients in your body. So one of the Norwegian study found out that people who took vitamin D supplement were less depressed a year rather than those who not taking it. Okay. Okay, let me just show you here what the specialist doing in having or treating the depression. We call it cognitive behavioral therapy or CBT. So the target of this treatment goes with the thoughts, okay, helping the client overcoming the thoughts, the negative thoughts that affects the behavior. So there's a redirection. Once the behavior is redirected, that goes with the emotion. There's an impact. So based on the idea that how we think affects what we feel and how we behave. So the focus of this therapy is more on the cognitive side. Okay, changing your thoughts, having your thoughts moderately overcoming the difficulties, changing negative into a more dynamic perspective of coping. Alright. So we have also, I may suggest this is from WHO, a campaign for mental health. So this time that we are experiencing pandemic and we're staying at home, so having a routine keep up with daily routines as far as possible, or make a new ones, or create your own routines while staying at home. You could have with you your timings, okay, proper hygiene, eat healthy meals at regular times, exercise. Of course, you have to allocate working time and of course resting time, and enjoy every moment while you have while working at home, and of course staying with guiding your children as well. And of course, we have here minimize news feed. Kung medyo tingin nyo nagiging anxious kayo, like checking news or your Facebook account, I think it's better to just have a time, just check a minute, and then if it's not working out, if you feel so much worried about seeing things that are not really helpful, so pwede natin siyang bawasan. Social contact is important kahit using virtual, okay? And of course, we're not recommending the use of alcohol and of course drug use in this moment because it's not really helpful. Okay, so screen time for students because of the distance learning, I guess they have to be aware of how much they spend on the screen time because it's not really helpful if they will just spend a lot of time and then they don't have any physical activity. Video games also. Video games can be a way to relax, but sometimes it's quite neglecting yung physical activities and sometimes nakakalimutan yung pagkain or yung routine. And social media, if it's not giving you a positive way to promote hopefulness stories, then you can minimize it. Okay, helping others in this difficult time is one of things that you could do. Support the people in your community who may need it. And support health workers. Don't discriminate because they're working they're facing a patient with COVID-19. We will discriminate them. It is really not helpful this time. Siyempre, meron din silang difficulties and the mental health also is affected. Okay, let me just share to you some ways on how you could overcome depression. So you have develop a strong support network. That's very important. That's number one. Improve your sleeping pattern. Okay, develop a good nutrition and create wellness toolbox, wellness activities in your daily routine. Reduce your stress level. Identify the good stress and the bad stress. If it's not helping you build your resiliency, then you have to drop it off. Avoid procrastination, those negative thoughts that linger all over the time in your daily activities. So drop it down. Learn to curb negative thinking and keep up with household chores, so daily activities. And for common depression treatments, ito talaga yung kailangan na. So, specialists doing psychotherapy, like clinical psychologists, so licensed psychologists are the ones doing the psychotherapy. Brain stimulation, okay, neurologists are doing this. Medication for psychiatrists. Mind-body medicine can also be done during the psychotherapy, okay? And if you're a counselor or a psychologist, you could also recommend mindfulness. Ito na yung i-share ko in the next page. You could download Breathe in your application. So if you feel uncertain that day, try to download this Breathe app. It's a mindfulness, emotional stability on checking yourself. Like the app will ask you, how are you? And then you could start all over. I feel the physical will answer, the emotional will be answered, and those things that you may feel like being anxious, feeling worried, and then the app will lead you to a mindfulness activity where the brain, you will feel relaxed, the brain will feel empty for a moment, where the negativity will cool down, and then the body will be at peace as well. And very very adaptive din siya if you going through a lot of changes and problems. So last thing that I could suggest is having a relationship with God. It brings a lot of changes. It's spiritual therapy techniques that you could at least recommend if you're a specialist on building a relationship with Son is very important. It's more powerful in the things that we are having, the difficulties that we have right now. So build your relationship. It's the time for you to at least redeem yourself to our Almighty God. And of course, I have here helpful links that you could follow, right, for those recommendations that I have. And for our kababayan, OFWs, we have our crisis lines. Kung talagang you feel depressed, at may mga uncertainties in your life, a lot of worries, meron po tayo Ugat Sangga line where composed of specialists, counselors. So follow us on Facebook, Messenger, Google Hangout, Skype, and on Facebook. I will have the details in the screen now. Alright, so maraming salamat po. One goal as a mental health advocate is make your mental health a priority, because having money, being famous, okay, achieving your dreams in life, it's just getting next true to it. But making your mental health a priority is it's very powerful. Okay? You could change a lot of things in your life. Could be an inspiration. You could be somebody. You can attract positivity. You can change someone, and you can be the best person that you can be. So maraming pong salamat. Thank you so much. Okay.
Alright, maraming salamat. Thank you very much, Doc Angel Malaya, sa napakaganda. Actually, it's visually, what do you call it, catching. Yung slides na send sa atin ni Doc Malaya. Maraming salamat for sharing that. Well, guys, ito na po yung chance natin that we can actually ask our doctor right here kung may mga tanong tayo related sa depression. Alam niyo po, it's not every day here in Kalayaan 2020 or even outside, even if you go to the hospital, that you'll be able to meet such experts in mental health. So that's the reason why we made it possible for them to share their knowledge about the matter. And of course, an opportunity for you to ask questions. So, Elton, before we go to some questions, maybe you have some comments right there to read from our comment box.
Yes, Chairman, our viewers from Kalayaan are very attentive to what Dr. Angel has said and as Dr. Angel has discussed. And they have several questions along the way as Dr. Angel talking about depression. So one of the questions that came in, or the first question came in, was from Ms. Marie-Chris Gaffney, where she is asking about why is there depression on women and there is depression on men. Maybe she is asking what is the difference terms of the depression that men is having compared to women, or what is the percentage that men and women having depression?
And I've heard also, by the way, before Doc will answer that, lagi nating nababasa na talagang ang mga babae now is prone to depression. Hindi natin maintindihan bakit. I know that it was one of your slides earlier, Doc, but if you can, explain further.
For men kasi, they cannot easily express. So pag mayroong thoughts of committing suicide, gagawin talaga nila yun without having a second thought around. But for women, women can experience a lot of changes biologically, okay? Once giving birth, every month for teenagers, the brain is still developing. So, andun yung mga changes that the hormones linger dun sa emotions, and also having a difficulty to understand bakit kaya ganito yung nararamdaman ko, bakit may mga uncertainties, okay? And the mood is really changing, then yung mood swing, okay? So, ang pagkakaiba lang nila is, for women, there's a way to cope up. Makapag-usap ka lang, okay, have someone, or the comfort is there. Possibility is the feeling of being sad or being anxious. But for men, they keep on trying to think all over again na may mga chances na, okay, I don't have any way out on this kind of situation. So, papasok na yung suicide thoughts, papasok na yung self-harm, and pag talagang totally black out, walang support, as not ko nga kanina, support system is very important. Overly happy. So, mas maganda pa rin na may balance yung in a relationship or any kind of relationship that you have, support system and identification of physical changes, yung mga signs and symptoms, importante yun para at least mas maagapan ba, mas madali natin matulungan sila. Okay.
Over the years, by the way, even here in Dubai, we have noticed that isa sa mga prone talaga pagdating sa depression are actually students. In fact, even if we don't mention it, alam naman natin na even mga estudyante sa paaralan ay na nagkakaroon ng depression, and worse, we heard news that iba sa kanila ay nag-commit ng suicide. Nakakalungkot sa isang parent na katulad ko that how do we know, by the way, as a parent, how do we know what are the signs that kids are getting depressed, or paano ba namin ito ma-overcome din as a parent?
Alright. So, may mga possibility na if yung bata is not really genuinely opening up dun sa situation. Like, for example, may bullying na pala, you experience bullying in school, meron na palang sudden influence, okay, from the social media, like games or application that is really influencing the brain and the mind of considering yung decision-making nila is very talagang tangible pa, no? Anytime pwede mo mabigyan agad ng thoughts na ito yung gawin mo, ito yung i-follow mo. So as parents, I suggest you build a strong bond. Okay, kahit na may mga busy moments, at the end of the day, kamustahin yung anak mo. Okay, kamustahin mo yung routine niya, and lalo na pag nasa teenager days na sila, they are really not, kumbaga nagre-reserve, okay, ito lang yung area ko, don't disturb me. But if you build a strong bond, good communication with them, pag may problema sila, papuntahan niya, number one, yung magulang nila. But if parents are not having this good communication, and then just fill in the emptiness of giving the things that they want, like gadget, okay, what you want, money. Those are things that not filling in, okay, the emotion or the support that they want. Sometimes they cannot speak out because they have this kind of thought na, okay, mom and dad might be disappointed. Okay, I have this kind of low self-esteem then is a factor. Pag talaga mababa yung pananaw ng bata, yung tiwala niya sa sarili niya, it really triggers then na possible na very tangible siya to committing suicide or having depression. So, parents can be more adaptive dun sa sudden changes. And of course, monitor din paggamit nila ng social media, lalo na ngayon, it's really influential. So check how they go around the friends. If they have group of a circle of friends, know their names, know their families. So yun. Those are the
ipasok ko lang to ka Elton na kasi biglang medyo related dun sa tanong ko kanina. Sabi kasi dito ni Miss Paterna Perez, my daughter kung 16-year-old po, dog, late na po siyang nakakatulog almost 3 a.m. tapos gising daw siya ng 11 a.m. Tapos nakakalimutan daw niya ang pag-breakfast simula daw nung nagla-lockdown. Worried din po ako kasi malayo ako sa kanila.
Okay. So may sudden change na normal yun na teenager could have a sudden change because of the lockdown. Meron din sudden build worries sa kanila na hindi lang din nila ma-express but through the use of social media din sila nagpo-post, din sila nagko-compose ng mga thoughts nila. So better you could have a strong follow through kung malayo po kayo. Build a communication na you could follow up, makapag-usap, kamustahin, okay? Kung ano ba yung mga worries, may tao na could help him or her na magkakaroon ng ventilation. Ano po ba yung ventilation? Could express out, yung mapagsasabihan niya ba? Okay? Kasi once you ventilate, nababawasan din yung mga anxious times or feeling na nararamdaman din natin. And a good, family environment at home. Kasi we're experiencing quarantine. So pag mataas yung risk of child abuse, okay, yung parents are hurting each other, okay, hindi siya nakakatulong sa good environment. So having a good environment helps a lot during this lockdown.
Alright, kanina kasi yata we were discussing about postpartum. May nag-message sa ating dito, sabi ni Daisy, hello Doc, don't get me wrong. Feeling ko kasi gusto kong i-squeeze ang anak ko nung bago pa lang ako nanganak dahil sa kakaiyak niya. Pero thoughts lang naman yun. I know naman na mali po yung iniisip ko, pero di ko naman ginawa. I love her so much, di ko naman gagawin, pero nalito lang ako, bakit pumasok yun sa isip ko?
Okay. So, possibilities na yung bracket din nung tanungin din natin how ready is the mom is. But nasa bracket ka kasi ng 20s, you're not, partially you're not ready on this kind of situation. Tingnan din natin yung support system na nakukuha niya from the husband, from the partner. Andun din ba yung support coming from the extended family or siya lang ba yung nag-bear ng difficulty of taking care of the child? So yung thoughts of irritation, okay? Pag hindi siya naagapan, and it leads to after 6 months, talagang postpartum na siya, no? So kailangan na din talaga ng treatment doon. But if naglinger lang siya sa mind niya, eh hindi niya naman yung ginawa. So it's a probably na-redirect, okay? Na merong naramdaman na support system and yung personality ng baby really interacts with the bonding. So if you are fresh mom, okay, just linger with yung bonding na meron kayo. Enjoy the moment. If it's you're a young mom, okay, bago talaga, either napakabata pa to be a mother, I suggest that you really have the support system from your parents kasi it's really difficult. Merong sudden changes sa body ng mga babae. And now, even maternity clinics, okay, even hospitals are suggesting to have a counseling after giving birth.
Oh.
Yes. Importante.
So paano ka-counseling ko if pagkatapos panganak and then meron counseling? So,
okay.
Postnatal counseling, parang ganun daw?
Opo, postnatal counseling. That's just like asking them, how do you cope up with the sudden changes? What's your relationship with your baby right now? How do you feel having a baby right now? So how do you cope up with sleeping pattern? Siyempre, may mga sudden changes, kailangan ng gising ng maaga. So those are things that affect the new emotion ng women after giving birth.
Right. I know marami tayong tanong kaya sa ating comment box. But before that, Ate B, do you have any questions for Doc?
Yeah. Actually, I take down notes from dun sa lahat ng discuss si Doc. So, Doc, a while ago you mentioned about hormonal changes. So, I believe, especially for the women at the age of 40 and above, kasi ito yung time na we are actually experiencing yung ating menopausal period. So, gaano kataas yung depression dito sa mga ganitong edad, mga kababaihan na matatapos na yung aming mga monthly period?
Ayun. So, meron talagang, we call it life crisis. So, every now and then, when there's a sudden change of, meron ng stop of menstruation, so meron ng feeling of irritation because you're having this life crisis na tinatawag. Okay? So, possibility na yung laging mainit yung ulo mo or sumasakit yung ulo mo. Okay? You could also feel of body things. Okay? And this is the time also that you could think of ano ba yung nangyari sa akin when I was in my 20s and 30s. Worth it ba yung mga naglilinger siya? Worth it ba yung mga ginawa ko? I'm effective on my parenting style. So it's very important that you have your physical activities. Okay? Exercise could help. Having good nutrient meals, very important. And communication on how are you going to see yourself beyond after 40s. Okay, how do you see yourself? Are you having your plans? Are you ready for, are you ready for the next step of your life? So how do you see it? Pag medyo anxious ka dun sa part na yun, then you have to check. You have to check also your mental health because all of us will go through that kind of different seasons of our life. Okay.
Ayan. So, meron pa dito, related to that. So, thank you very much for that, Doc. Dahil I'm actually on my 40s, so I'm preparing myself. Pagka dumating na to, though I'm so positive person, but I believe na dadating at dadating. So, I need to prepare myself as well on how to control this thing. So, ito, Doc, I have here a question from a friend. She actually said, Doc, is nervous breakdown has something to do with stress or depression? Kasi nagkakaroon daw siya lately ng mental breakdown. So parang ang bilis niyang magalit and then all of a sudden, just parang nakakaramdam siya ng numbness and then nag-iiyak na lang siya and then there is a time na parang gusto na lang niyang biglang magpatiwakan. So hindi niya na-explain kung ano ito, parang nervous breakdown or she's really depressed.
Okay. Yung nervous breakdown kasi, iba yon sa having a depression. So, possibility na yung anxiety could lead to panic attack, okay? But yung feeling mo na hindi ka na makahinga, okay? You don't have any way out, you just want to end your life, I suggest to seek specialists from now on. Kasi importante pa rin na ma-monitor or to identify kung ano ba yung naka-reason kung bakit siya nag-jump up sa ganun na situation. Suddenly, gusto mo nang magpatiwakal. So, yung term pa lang na gusto ko magpatiwakal is a big word na you have to ask, try to identify, acknowledge it to yourself that I need help. I need medical help. I need specialists to help me calm down. Okay? Kasi affected na eh. Hindi mo na kayang mag-materialize yung tone ng level of calmness sa sarili mo. So, might be you need medication, might be you need talk therapy or psychotherapy to manage that level of high ways of coping up. Parang ang hirap mo mag-linger na dun sa point na hindi na ako makapag-cope up, hindi ko na kaya mag-maintain ng low down level of uncertainty sa buhay ko. So, I guess it's really important to seek medical support, specialist support. Yeah?
Elton, if we may go back. Elton, if we may go back to our comment box, ano bang nangyayari dyan?
Yes, marami dito sa ating mga kababayan na nagtatanong regarding na siguro si Ms. Marcus Gapi kanina na is watching us all the way from Tunisia. Her question is all about the question on women. She's really happy about the answer from Dr. We also have another question here where she's asking what are the stages that person goes to the university at ano yung mga stages na dinadaan na gusto mo malaman kung baka nag-iinan sila ba siya or may dahilan siya bakit siya.
Menopause
Gusto niya malaman kung ano yung stages para
Kung
malaman
depressed na ba siya?
Oo nga naman. Oo nga naman to, kung iisipin mo, kasi may iba na bigla na nadidepress, wala pa sa atin, masaya sila, tapos wala pa sa atin, bigla na nadidepress. Another naman siguro, merong progression of depression, so I don't know if you may explain further also sa question na yan.
Okay, might be if may comorbid, may sinasabing tinatawag sa namin comorbidity yun. So, depression may be comorbid to ADHD, pwede din siyang bipolar disorder, or higher mental disorder. So, importante to identify, number one, ask yourself first. Assess yourself. Natutulog ba ako ng tama sa oras? 8 hours pa ba yung tulog ko? Number two, do I have proper hygiene? Okay. Nare-regulate pa ba yun? Number three, distracted pa ba ako? Distracted ba ako? O nagagawa ko pa ba yung responsibilities ko? If you're in track, so it's not depression. Okay? And identify kung gaano katagal yung sadness na nararamdaman mo. Kasi sadness is normal. Comes 2 to 3 days. Pero pag tumagal na siya, weeks, okay, months, then you might have depression because sobrang tagal na siya. It's not normal. And next, it's you don't have hope, hopelessness. Wala nang hope, you're helpless, you think a lot of negative thoughts, wala nang it's positive, you don't take care of yourself, wala nang self-care. Those are early signs of depression. Kailangan natin i-check, regulate. Self-reflection is very important. So, pag may self-reflection, ay okay, nasa ano pa pala ako. And, yun, if you have thoughts na committing harm, self-harm, okay, those are early signs of depression. Not just the thoughts, but committing self-harm.
Go on, Elton, baka may mga questions pa dyan.
Actually, I have a question here for Sora. Most of our kababayan, especially outside the OFW, so they're asking, pag nagkakaroon na ba ng changes in kalusutan ng ating kababayan, who do you think they should talk to?
Confine.
Sino po yung una nilang lalapitan para i-discuss this kay nararamdaman ng sila? On the other way around, how will you
So, let me answer first yung sino yung pwedeng puntahan. Okay? If you could confine sa taong you really trust and you could ventilate, ma-exhaust lang ba yung feeling of sadness? Okay yun. As long as you trust the person and the person will really have this confidentiality. Second, if you're the person having, meron talaga nag-open up sa'yo na, I think it's depression, the right thing to do is, number one, do not advise. Okay, advice is different. Kasi pag sinabi mo advice, it might not be effective dun sa sinasabi mo. Iba yung the way na mag-cope up siya. Iba din yung nararamdaman niya dun sa sinasabi mo. Okay? Counseling is not advising. Okay? All you have to do is to listen. Okay? Listen sa sinasabi niya. Sometimes, people who have this kind of difficulties, gusto lang nila yung somebody na makikinig sa kanila. And once na nagsabi na siya, okay, right now, right then, I will commit suicide. And pag nagsabi siya sa'yo na, okay, pakiusap ko sa'yo, don't tell it to anyone, it's a secret, do not confirm to that secrecy. You're not helping the person, you'll just tell it, okay, it's a secret. Try to talk to somebody close to that person. Okay, I received this kind of conversation, your friend, your son, or your brother talk to me like this, and it's that kind of thought na he will commit suicide right now, like that, itong oras, to get help. Okay? So as parent, or as family, as support system, once we receive that kind of thought na committing suicide or committing self-harm, act on it. Act on it right now. It might be too late. It might be too late. You don't have the time anymore. Pag it's a gift, parang pag talagang nag-isip sila na talaga it's really hurtful and they don't have any way out, they'll do it.
Thank you for that wonderful answer. So I have a follow-up question. This case in time wherein the social media is a powerful form na talagang doon naglalagay ng mga comments or mga searches sa mga kababayan natin. What do you think is the best advice to give now is sasabi na siya na I don't want to do anymore, ayoko na, and ayoko na talaga, nahihirapan na ako. What's the best thing to do as a friend or as a neighbor or kapitbahay na nagsimulat sa social media? Ano yung unang dapat gawin?
Okay, so I think if you acknowledge that hindi lang ikaw yung, hindi ka mag-isa, you're not alone, and of course, if you could ask, kamusta ka, simple, kamusta ka, how are you, how's life, and then pag ano na nag-start na yung communication nyo, and it helps a lot on people who have this kind of uncertainties. You know? So important then to have a strong support from the family that you have, from your friends. And pag nagpo-post na sila sa Facebook, it's a way for you to be, it's awareness. Okay, for us, it's really an awareness for us to do something. Kailangan nito namin ng tao na kausap. Kailangan nito namin ng tulong. And once you have the chance to talk to that person, encourage them. Okay? I think you have to acknowledge your difficulties. You need to seek medical help or you need to seek specialists. And then on pa na matulungan ka. Pag nag-confine na sila, okay, kailangan ko talaga ng tulong. And that's the time that you get really a good way para matulungan ng tao. They decided to go to a specialist. They basically decided to have mental awareness check-up, but at least they could identify one of the difficulties.
So, bago si Chairman itatanong mo. So, Doc, with regards to that question of Elton, I would like to ask you personally, like, this is social media really, bagay na ng people, lalo sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. If a person nag-post siya, so what would you suggest? Mag-comment ka ba on that post or it's better for us or for those friends to directly message itong tao na to or tawagan or rather than just going to commenting, so kahaba yung kwentuhan, so which is best to do?
I suggest na huwag mo comment dun sa pinost niya. I-direct messenger, you talk direct or call them. It's an effort na tatawagan mo, pero it's really help a lot. May relief na, okay, dun sa pinapakita kong awareness sa kanila, kasi nag-post ako, it means anyone who could see this, you might act on it or ignore it. It's up to you. But if you act on it, you've been a way to get that person to help. Ikaw yung pathway niya para matulungan siya to overcome that difficulty. So if you will just ignore it, ano lang siya, meron lang siyang, usually, yun naman yung pinopost niya yung self-harm, we're being sanay na dun sa pinopost niya. But remember, if someone will acknowledge it, and someone will get to know, have an effort para at least yung pinagdadaanan mo, alam mo, maraming specialists na makakatulong sa'yo. All you have to do is to call them, yung mga free counseling dyan. All you have to do is to chat them para at least mag-isip din na nararamdaman mo.
Yan.
Thank you.
Alright.
So, kung kayo mag-comment, tawagan na lang directly, di ba? So, message directly. Maraming makahaba pa yung conversation. Pero yun
may follow-up question din ako sa social media. Social media has become their output. Doc, are you still there? Wala lang talaga si Doc. Anyway, let's wait for
Ayan si Doc.
Welcome back, Doc. Ano po ba masasabi niyo? Because, social media has become an output of yung mga tao sa social media that kung may problema sila, they just post it and even sometimes mag-video talaga sila sabihin without even consulting their friends, without consulting someone. Nakikita kasi nila na yung social media is their friend, kumbaga. So, paano po ba yan? I don't know how to ask the question. It's just giving you.
I guess it's better na use social media as a platform of giving hope rather than giving fears to a lot of us. Parang kasing nagiging way na lang na parang it's in now na okay lang pala mag-self-harm, okay lang pala mag-suicide kasi anyone could do it and then post it. Minsan nga like, di ba? But if you have having a hard time with your life, with your situation right now, why not direct? Okay, why not ask a direct person who could really help you? Because the Facebook will not answer you. The social media will not help you out. We mo lang siya to give awareness to a lot of people, but uncertainly, hindi niya matutulungan yung nararamdaman mo. Pain, hindi niya matutulungan yung nararamdaman mo. Hopelessness, it's the treatment. It's the person, it's the specialist that will help you calm down. Okay? Ayun po. So, use social media as a way of to share a light to every one of us. And kung magiging inspiration ka, napakalaking bagay kasi maraming kabataan yung napapalo sa iyo. For example, maraming friends na pwedeng magbago because minsan nakikita mo sa page mo or sa wall mo. So, importante na if you have problem, don't post it. Okay, think first before you post. Kasi yung iba might be a way of, ayun, may mga gossip ways, may problema every time na hindi post it. But if you have personal issues, have a way. Okay, do it in a nice way. You could really address it.
Alright. Actually, even here in Kalayaan, I don't know, also with other organizations or individuals, or even our government, have been receiving a lot of messages about kababayan asking for help, asking for relief, asking for support here and there. But I'm not going to read, by the way, the exact words of our kababayan na nag-message sa amin sa Kalayaan. Pero medyo na-disturb lang din kami. Dahil sa po ay no work, no pay daw since March. Meron din siya susuportahan ng anak sa Pilipinas. Hindi niya alam kung anong gagawin, wala siyang income. The situation ng kabayan na talagang walang-wala siya. Ano po ba yung masasabi niyo? Ano po ba yung tip niyo sa kanya?
Po, importante na alamin muna natin kung, syempre, sabi nga nila, itong pandemic na to, ang pinaka-goal lang natin is to survive. Okay? So keep going. Remember to keep going, keep trusting yung ways, yung abilities na mayroon ka. Kasi alam ko na you could overcome it. Okay? You could overcome it. Yun lang, mahihirapan ka lang some few steps. But having a good ventilation, may nakakausap ka, talk to your family back home, importante din na you could build a strong support. Okay? Kung walang strong support, build your relationship support from the Almighty, and at least have a hope in these difficult uncertainties na matatapos to. We never know when, but at least yung hope na panghawakan mo na matatapos din to, and you could overcome it. Pag na-overcome mo to, it's a big thumbs up. Okay? Kasi you have a purpose. Remember, babalikan yung thought na ano pa ba ako kailangan din mabuhay? Kasi meron pa akong purpose. I need to serve. I need to be served. So it's a two-way dealing with your uncertainties. Having redirection ng mga negative thoughts is very important. Pag may negative, redirect it. Pag may paraan, gawa ng paraan. Pag hindi kayang iwanan, hindi kayang panghawakan, iwanan. Okay? So,
alright. We have some couple of questions pa. Ito ka. Is depression a mental illness rather, or is it treatable?
It's a mental illness. It's one of the disorders. The answer is yes, it's treatable. Yeah, it's a combination po ng either medication or tinatawag natin psychotherapy. Okay? So, pag mababa na yung level of taking the medication, sasabayan na yun ng psychotherapy or tinatawag natin self-talk. And then, pag nare-regulate niya na, kaya niya na yung ma-overcome yung mga stressors, yung dreams of life. So, that's the time na bababa na rin yung level. But hindi, the question is, nawawala po ba to? once na na-identify or na-diagnose na kayo with depression, it's lifetime. Okay? But you could overcome it. It's just how to deal with it every time na mayroong problema.
So which means depression can actually reoccur anytime, any part of your life.
Yes. Kung mayroong mga triggering events. Okay, sudden loss, sudden change, environment, a lot of things. So, pwede siyang mag-recur if you will not, for example, you're not taking your medicine. Sometimes I have a conversation with one of my psychiatrists because we own this kind of this clinic in the Philippines. Sometimes, meron encounter yung psychiatrist namin na parang the patient is blaming her na kailangan ko ng gamot, so nararattle. The main way is, hindi mo tinake yung gamot, bakit kailangan mong ibalik sa specialist? To be help yourself. Okay? Self-care is very important. If you need to take the medicine, time, yung oras ng pag-take nun, you have to follow because that's the recommendation coming from the doctor.
Alright.
May katanungan tayo dito sa
Go on.
Sabi ng ating kababayan na si Grace, nakakatulong po ba, Doc, yung pag-inom ng alak para maiwasan ang stress?
Hindi lang yan, Doc. I mean, a lot of our friends also
Depression, and then yung pag-take ng alcohol ang naging way out niya to overcome it. So, ang nangyayari is, we recommend, the specialists, the teams recommend to have rehabilitation. Hindi makukure yung depression kung merong substance abuse. So, we need to treat yung alcoholism, yung substance abuse before we could jump up with dealing with the depression.
Right,
Dumami lang yung gagamutin.
Yes.
So, hindi lang naging depressed, naging alcoholic pa siya. So, dalawa na yung gagamutin sa kanya.
Pero Doc, paano naman yung mga hindi nakakatulog kung the other part was depression? How about yung gusto lang matulog tapos hindi nakakatulog pag walang alcohol? Is this part of depression as well? Is it diagnosed as part of depression?
Hindi pa natin masasabing it's part of depression. Pero yung way of coping niya kasi is having depending on a substance. No, hindi ka makatulog na hindi ka umiinom. So, pag naging habit na siya, hindi na siya maganda. Parang hahanap-hanapin na rin ng katawan mo na, okay, if you cannot sleep properly, I need to. So, paano if wala? How will you react on it? Paano pag wala? So, you'll just depend on the evidence of alcoholism or para at least to help you out to get to sleep. So, hindi siya maganda. I will not recommend it as well. So, if ever man you have sleeping problem, better to ask help. May pwedeng pa siyang ma-cope up with psychotherapy, mindfulness, exercises, but drinking alcohol is not really helpful. Pwede pa minsan-minsan. Sabi ko nga, lahat ng sobra masama. Lahat naman ng kulang ay masama. So, drink moderately.
Yun.
Yes, Kaelton. Go on. May tanong kayo dyan.
Si Sir Chris yung nagtanong kanina tungkol sa pag-inom ng alak na katulog ba. May tanong din siya kasi siguro marami siyang kasama sa bahay na nakikita ng mga kakaibang mga nangyayari o ginagawa. Yung kasama ko bakit laging yes, very observant, very meticulous observer. Yung kasama ko bakit laging nagbubunot ng buhok sa ulo, sabi na stress na daw siya. Normal po ba daw yun, doktora?
Okay. Yung pagbubunot, it's way of might be, kumbaga, releasing of, kung meron tayong physical touch kasi sa body, kung may mga senses na bring release of stress. So, might be, meron lang din talaga siyang, yung iba, hinahawakan yung tenga, okay, it relieves, nakaka-relieve meron. So it's quite normal. Pero pag may mga meron na tayong, kumbaga, it affects yung daily activity natin, hindi na siya ganun ka thoroughly helpful. So it's the time for us to identify din if it's helpful or not. Baka may mga maling habit tayo. Pag naging habit kasi siya, it will not really be very effective dun sa how we react with our behaviors and all.
Alright, another question, Elton.
Sabi ni Brother Sandy Frankie Soriel, tanong po, Doc, pag naging stress ka ba, tumataas din po ba ang BP mo? Good question.
Okay, so might be it's the physical activity na medyo, pag meron ka ng nararamdaman mo na na-stress ka, napapagod ka na, might be meron kang medical condition that you really need to check. Okay? So, pag wala naman, all of the tests are negative, then it's psychosomatic. Tinatawag natin psychosomatic. Okay? So, either before going to a psychiatrist, a psychologist, better have a medical check first para at least the specialist can collaborate. Okay? Malalaman naman nila pag psychosomatic yung pasyente.
Alright, let me just say hi, by the way, sa ating mga kaibigan, ating mga viewers all the way from Bucton. Maraming salamat sa panonood. And I think earlier also, I'm seeing some friends from Russell Kaimal also sa ating mga kababayan mula sa Northern Emirates. Doc, the next question is, apart from psychological evaluation, will brain scans or any medical tests determine if you are under this depression or you have depression?
Yeah, meron po. It's one of the regulation of treatment. Okay? But the psychiatrist will identify it naman if talagang under the level of depression, either severe, moderate. They have this evaluation naman based on how they ask the patient. Okay, time to time, they will know if kailangan ba ng may mga disturbance, kailangan na ba ng treatment, or kailangan lang din ba ng psychotherapy. If may makikita ng psychiatrist na, okay, kailangan lang ito ng counseling or psychotherapy, they will refer it to a clinical psychologist practicing. Okay.
Oh, kasi medyo mahal din yun pag you're going to go for a brain scan or if you're going to go for any other medical test. Ate V, ano pa ba yung mga questions na nandiyan?
Ito. Very disturbing naman yung question dito, Doc. And I don't know how to actually deliver this question. Paano daw ba kung bigla na lang yung isang kaibigan ay nagpatiwakal na wala naman silang napansin na nadidepress yung tao na ito dahil actually yung tao na to ay masyadong masiyahin at ang kanyang personality ay talagang grabe masiyahin and palagi nag-a-advise and always positive, then all of a sudden bigla na lang ginawa yung ganitong bagay. So ano ba dapat to? Kasi hindi naman nila nakitaan ng any symptoms naman kung nalulungkot pa or something. Basta masaya siya palagi and he's a kind of person na talagang sobrang positive sa buhay but all of a sudden bigla na lang yun na lang yung nangyari sa kanya.
Okay, yun yung other phase of depression. Kasi the other phase of depression is happiness. Nothing is happening to me. I'm still normal on the things that I'm doing. But meron silang nararamdaman na highest level of recurrence of difficulty and sadness na paulit-ulit na nangyayari yun. Ang way lang is hindi nila na-acknowledge. Ayaw nilang ipakita, ayaw nilang iparamdam kasi either they don't want to be judged, they want to project, yung projection na okay lang ako, hindi ko kailangan ng tulong. Yun yung talagang very vulnerable of suicide. Anytime soon, they could commit suicide. So we have to really be mindful kung...
So ano to, parang denial ba yung...
May possible of having denial or they don't want to be, yung mga taong they don't want to be corrected, they don't want to get help from others. So vulnerable talaga.
Ayan, medyo
choppy lang si Doc.
ayan. Oo, medyo nag-choppy lang si Doc. So, ayan. So, siguro kailangan dito maging observant din tayo sa mga kaibigan natin, kapamilya natin. Ayun, andyan si Doc.
Yes.
Tama po ba, Doc? Correct me if I'm wrong. So, kailangan, kahit na medyo masiyahin din or full of energy din yung mga kaibigan o kapamilya natin, you still need to be observant. Or would you recommend na from time to time din ay kakamustahin ang bawat isa?
with your friends, family. Pala siya, may kailangan pala siyang
Ayan, ito Shopee na.
Sabi na si Doc. Doc?
Most people na hindi naman nakasubaybay or naumpisahan yung ating talakayan ngayong araw na to, you can still actually watch it later on pagkatapos po ng ating pagla-live. So makakatulong to, and eventually you can also share it to your family sa Pilipinas na kahit hindi po sila dumadaan with depression, at least mabibigyan ng guide kahit pa paano na at least we can check from our family and friends kung baka naman kita mo very positive ang kanyang attitude, ayun pala bigla nilang tumalon kung saan dyan sa ilog ng tubig. So please do share. We really asking everyone to share this topic para makatulong po tayo sa nakararami. At the same time, baka makatulong din tayo or mga friends natin ay yung mga ganun na din palang na-experience. Or us, baka tayo din sa sarili natin. Like Chairman and Elton. Ayan, may message si Lizelle. Ayan, watching from Ras Al Khaimah. Thanks for having a topic like this, especially it will be a big help to our kababayans who really needs guidance and advice. Ayan, thank you po, Ms. Lizelle de la Cruz.
Alam niyo po, sa panahon ng pandemic na ito, talaga naman ang pangangalagaan natin maliban sa ating physical ay ang ating mental health din. Kaya ang mga sessions na ganito ay nakakatulong din para sa ating mga kababayan na maunawaan naman kung ano ba ang mga iba't ibang aspeto ng mental health natin at pag-uusapan natin yan every Monday. In fact, nasa pangalawang sessions na po tayo ng ating mental health awareness na tinatawag natin Resilient Pinoys in the face of pandemic. We'll just have to wait for a couple of minutes baka babalik naman si Doktora, no? Hinihintay na natin ng kanyang pabalik. But for the meantime, ayan.
Ayan. Unstable yung Okay.
Na-miss ka namin, Doc. Sabi kasi dito ni Lizelle de la Cruz all the way from Ras Al Khaimah, maraming salamat, Doc. Thank you very much for having a topic like this. Especially, it will be a big help sa ating mga kababayan who really needs guidance and advice, especially this time of pandemic. Kasi sa mga tao kasi, Doc, ganito na lang, Doc. May mga tao kasi na meron na depression. And then dumagdag pa yung COVID-19. How should they cope?
So this is the time that they have to really seek yung medication. They have to check kung intake pa sila ng medication. Continuous psychotherapy, okay, self-talk, of course, is very important. And kung talagang may financial difficulty, meron tayong mga free of online counseling na pwede natin puntahan. At least meron lang din way for us to ventilate, may tayong makakausap na specialist. So, lalo na dito sa UAE, we have Sandaline where they are giving free counseling session online.
Alright, we're going to post that after our show also para alam nila kung paano mag-connect sa, anong pangalan ulit ng Sandaline, right?
That's Sandaline.
Alright,
yes.
So ito naman, ang sabi ni Marie Chris dito, basahin mo na natin kaya ito. Ano sabi ni Marie Chris?
Sabi ni Ms. Gapi na nanonood mula sa Tunisia, yes po, it's really a big help for the people who have depression. I learned a lot today. Ayan. Talaga nakatutok siya mula isa hanggang sa mga oras na ito. Ayan, ay kasama din natin si Chris Guilty na napaka-observe at napaka-meticulous. Siguro marami talaga sa napapansin sa kanilang pamamahay. At bigyan natin siya ng chance. Last na lang po talaga ito, Doktora, Chairman, at Ati. Last na lang po talaga kasi sabi nila stress sila kaya kain sila ng kain. Kung tumaba naman, na-stress din sila.
Stress pa rin.
Gusto na siguro i-share ang mga nangyayari sa bahay.
Okay lang naman kumain ng kumain if it's really helpful. But you have to balance exercise. Balansehin. Okay? If kumain ka, you have to check yourself at kailangan ko rin ng exercise. Kasi baka yung pagkain lang din yung nagiging way out mo to cope up with the stress na hindi. Check mo din if balance pa ba yung kinakain mo, baka it's not healthy anymore. Okay, so everything that is moderate, it's good for your mental health. Always remember that. Lahat ng moderate. Everything that it's not beyond remember this one, if it's beyond already, you don't have the control, then you have to give it a way for you to open your hands. Ibig sabihin, you cannot control things. We're not superhuman.
Ayan, Chairman, may nag-message dito. I would just like to read this one. Ito to, hindi ko alam kung paano yung pagkakaano ng question niya, naguluhan ako. Pero i-ano ko na lang siya, i-replace ko na lang. So, sabi niya dito, Dok, yung when you're hurting yourself, ano ba ito, bipolar ba na masasabi or depression? Yung po bang bipolar ay klase po ng depression or stage siya ng depression?
Nakamute. Doc, yung mic.
So, bipolar is a different way. It's a different manner of mental disorder. So, magkaiba naman yung depression. Might be comorbid lang din siya.
Oo, kasi daw, na-mention daw kanina yung sa depression, may time na when you are hurting yourself. So, sa may mga bipolar din daw kasi, ganun din daw, sinasaktan yung sarili. So, just to clarify, bipolar is mental disorder. Correct ba, Doc?
Yes po.
Okay,
Yes.
ayan, just to be clear, sa nag-send ng message. So, ayan, very clear na yan, na siya ay isang klase ng mental disorder. So, ayan, thank you so much, Doc.
Ayan, let's welcome, by the way, Mr. Alan Michael from CSAP LPC. Thank you so much for watching with us here sa Kalayaan2020. Well, Doc, before you go, ito kasi, kung titingnan niyo kasi yung full course ng ating mental health awareness, we call it Resilient Pinoys in the Face of Pandemic. Why is it important that we need to discuss and we need to talk about depression, even if yung pinaka-goal naman natin is about resiliency or about being a resilient people?
Kasi, pag sinabi natin resiliency, we could overcome a lot of difficulties, diba? So, andun yung challenges, either the topmost of your life or the lowest point of your life. So, pag meron ka bang na-experience na hardship, are you taking it away for you to jump up, overcome it? Okay? So, nagiging way mo ba yun para mas lalo kang tumatag, mas lalo mapalakas yung dibdib mo to another failure or another obstacles of your life? So, it is very important that we talk about depression, we talk about life changes, and we talk about how to cope up with things like this para at least we'll be more aware, and pag nangyari sa atin, alam natin kung anong gagawin natin.
Para po sa inyo, Doc, ano ba o sino ba ang isang resilient Pinoy?
Opo, tayo po yun. Tayo po yun. Lahat po tayo Pilipino. We are all resilient, and I guess naniniwala ako na sa lahat na nangyayari sa atin, we overcome a lot of challenges. Pero kaya natin, kaya nagagampanan pa rin natin. We could cope up with it and we could overcome it. It's like, lagi ko nga sinasabi, yung pananaw mo lang, it's the point of view, yung positive outlook mo, really change yung behavior mo. So, kung negative na tao ka, it's really not be very helpful for you, yung ganitong situation. That turn things into a positive perspective is very important. Matatapos din po to, just have to pray harder, keep the faith, and of course, maniwala ka na kaya mo. 2024 is survival. The main point of this pandemic is for us to live a life na makita natin na ano ba yung mas mga importante sa lahat sa atin. Importante ba yung pera? Importante ba yung success? Importante ba yung fame? Ano ba yung importante? Ano ba yung things that you could reflect na, may na-miss out pala ako because I've been very busy throughout of my life. So, this time is the right time to connect with your family, to connect with your loved ones, and to appreciate life. Because no one has the chance to breathe in right now. Marami pong nawawala, marami nang namamatay, pero I think this is the moment for us to appreciate the things that we have, not the things that we don't have.
Bakit takot ang tao to accept that he is on depression?
One thing, kasi ayaw niyang magpatalo dun sa nararamdaman niya. It's a way of, you have a black persona in your innermost na ayaw mo magpatalo. You keep on telling it to yourself na, ay, kaya ko to, I can overcome it, hindi ko kailangan ng support. it is very important then na you have to acknowledge that you need help. Kasi hindi tayo nabubuhay para sa sarili lang. We are all connected. Human beings are all connected. Regardless of your race, regardless of your age, regardless of your status in life, we are interconnected because we have one Creator.
Well, on a lighter note, hello nga pala sa aking kumpare dyan na si Jolit. Ang tanong dyan sa Abu Dhabi, ang tanong lang naman niya, bakit daw laging may sagot si Doc sa lahat ng tanong?
Kasi
This is actually her topic, di ba? This is her mastery. Ano ba kayo, kahit ano yung tanong natin kay Doc, may sagot siya. Para ayaw niya magbigay. Gusto niya yata walang isasagot si Doc. Ba't hindi na nila sinubukan tanongin, single ba si Doc? Kasi pinagtanong ito, single ba daw si Doc? Kasi lagi daw may sagot. Sasagutin mo daw ba siya, Doc? Kung sakaling may magtanong siya sa'yo?
Ano po ako po ay hindi pa married. Pero hindi po ako single. Ayun po.
Ayan, sinagutuloy siya, no?
Sinagot ko na. Opo.
Alright, maraming salamat. Yes, Dr. Malaya. Yes,
Just to answer that question, kasi tanong din siya eh, but kung marami akong sagot, kasi number one, I keep in touch with the youth. I make a point that I have different kind of yung mga situation that I'm having with my clients, with my interaction with the society. Nakakatulong din na yung perspective nila on how you grow in spite na bata ka pa, sabi nila you're still young with your profession, but it helps a lot yung experience mo. So why the question is why? Bakit ka pa andito and you're existing during the pandemic? Because you have the purpose. And your purpose, stick on it. Okay, panghawakan mo yun. Because we never know, after the pandemic, magiging nanay ka, magiging tatay ka, or magiging CEO ka ng isang company, we never know. So, panghawakan mo yun. Okay po.
Alright, may question yata, pinaka-last. Ayan,
sabi ni sabi ni Lisel de la Cruz, it's okay if I can talk to Dr. Angel Malaya on Friday. And we'll give you the number where you can call.
Yes po, pwede.
Mag-share ito yung ATP-PM po natin na Kaelton na meron po silang contact details also for Sandalay. I-share po natin yan sa ating mga kababayan. Well, again, maraming salamat Dr. Angel Malaya. Ang ganda ng apelido. Ang ganda po ng nickname yung Angel na tapos
Malaya pa.
Oo nga po.
Thank you very much
Salamat po.
for giving us
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you, Doc. Good night and stay safe.
Yes.
Ayan, saktong-sakto nga yung pangalan talaga ni Doc Angel dahil Doc Angel Malaya. At saktong-sakto din yan dahil Malaya at malapit na ang ating araw ng Kalayaan. Sa June 12 yan, di ba? Sa June 12 na yan. So, Miss Lisel, mamaya, we're going to Elton will message you or from Kalayaan2020 the rest of the details ng saan mo pwede sila na ma-keep in touch. Ayan, Sandalay. Yun. Yes, Chairman.
Si Elton ang bahala sa dyan. Well, mga kaibigan, tulad nga na naipost din natin sa kamakailan lamang dyan sa ating Facebook page, official na po na nag-launch din ang official music video ng Kalayaan 2020 na kantang Iisa Tayo. Hindi ko nga napanood dahil nakaschedule kasi siya.
Bakit kasi po ay actually ay magiging kasama mo na din pag because it's actually
look at your life. Reflect with your life. Ano ba ang mga importanteng bagay sa'yo? Why are you still here in the face of pandemic? Bakit nandito ka pa kabayan? It is because you have a purpose. Alright? So maraming salamat again sa pagsama sa atin sa loob ng 2 oras, higit ng 2 oras. At huwag niyo pong kalimutan, tumutok po dito lagi sa Kalayaan 2020 for more of your community update dahil palapit na po na rin po ang June 12, 2020 starting 12 noon, Kalayaan 2020 online. Hindi ba tayo makikita ng physical, makikita naman tayo virtual. Ayan. Sa mga nagtatanong po, hindi po tayo magkakaroon ng Philippine Independence Day celebrations sa World Trade Center dahil nga sa mga mandate o sa mga mandato ng gobyerno dito sa UAE because your health is still our top priority. At magkita-kita po tayo virtually simula 12 ng tanghali. Onwards, makakasama po natin ang mga kaibigan mula sa Dubai o Northern Emirates, hindi na po yan, pati ang mga eskwelahan.
At may mga papremyo, may mga sorpresa, ito pa, may mga artista. Kaya do watch out for that. Well, ito pa, Ka-Elton, kapag mag-speech dyan, Ka-Elton, tanggalin mo muna ako sa solo street. Ayan. Ito, ang sorpresa ko sa inyo dahil ang dami-daming nag-request ng topic na ito sa Kamustahang Namamahay. Pagbibigyan na po namin kayo. Simula po bukas at i-share na sa lahat na may mga tanong at i-share na sa lahat sa mga gustong makarinig ng kasagutan. Ano ba ang update sa inyong dole akap? Bukas po yan. Pag-uusapan natin sa Kamustahang Namamahay. Ang duwat sa meron po tayong special sa inyong dole akap. Mga kabayan, do stand by po dyan para bukas starting 8 o'clock in the evening para po sa Kamustahang Namamahay. Ulitin po natin ang topic. Napaka-importante. Please tell everyone. Pag-usapan po natin ang dole akap. Maraming salamat.
Nako, siguradong ano to.
Chairman.
Ikaw muna. Ano to? Tuan?
Sanay kasi kami bumababa ka na eh.
Maraming salamat sa ating mga kababayan na tumutok naman on a very special Monday kung saan nag-topic na naman tayo ng isang mahalagang topic tungkol sa ating mental health. And we are so thankful that the Torah Angel Malaya was here to discuss all about this. Sa ating mga kababayan na nandiyan tumutok mula umpisa hanggang sa uli at nagbigay ng kanilang mga questions at sana nasagot natin ang kanilang mga questions. Well, thank you very much. Hope you had a great night listening to the topic depression. And for sure, kung meron na kayong idea on what depression is all about, alam niyo na paano ito sukuin. Just like me, when I heard about the word depression before, nag-attend ako ng mga session nito, I know what is happening. Kung may naiiba na sa sarili ko, I know na may something na to, I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to somebody that I trust to. Like na TV, ayan. Kaya dapat ganyan yung gawin nyo, maging mapagmasid sa mga kasama nyo sa bahay. Bilang OFW, minsan tayo nag-iisa, we have to share what is happening to us and we have to share or kahit man lang sabihin natin sa ating mga kababayan o mga kasama sa bahay na may nararamdaman na tayo. Kaya din sabi ni Doktora, we are not born na mag-isa. Walang nabubuhay na mag-isa. We are all interconnected. So that's why we should share what we have. And kung may nararamdaman na tayo, dapat natin ito para maggaan-gaan ang ating mga pakiram. Ayan, mula po dito sa Financial Center, headquarters for the meantime, Elton, back to you guys.
At syempre, mula naman dito sa Sharjah, ulitin ko po, ang Sharjah po ay meron pa rin curfew at curfew pa rin tayo ng alas 10 ng gabi. Alright? Na tumunog ang ating cellphone. Alright, mga kababayan, at mula dito sa Sharjah, maraming salamat po. Ako po si Jason Roy Bucton, yung organizing committee chairman ng Kalayaan2020. Don't forget to like our Facebook page again, facebook.com/Kalayaan2020 at maraming sorpresa. Promise. Sobrang dami ko kaming sorpresa pasabog para sa inyo sa June 12. Hindi mo na namin sasabihin. At bukas din, huwag niyo pong kalimutan, unscreen ako. Ayan.
Ayaw mag-solo.
Ayaw mag-solo. Ito kasi hindi nila alam ni Ate B at ni Ka-Elton na talagang nire-request ko talaga to dahil I think it's about time na pag-usapan na natin ang dole akap. Kaya bukas po mga kabayan,
Ito namin, hindi kami sanay. Mauna ka ng bumaba dyan.
Play pa ako ng
Oo, ayaw pa niya umalis.
Okay.
Palibasa yung 7 ng ating kalungkutan dahil nga may pandemic. So, kaya kailangan na big show. Ayan, ako nandiyan pa rin si Sherwin. Ayan. So, ang ganda nga din na sinabi ni Doc, personally, ito palagi din natin sinupo sa ating Facebook account. Na yan, from alas 12 ng katanghalian hanggang alas 4 po. Ako, sinasabi ko sa inyo. At the same time, kung hindi pa kayo naka-frame ng Kalayaan, dapat mag-frame na kayo ng Kalayaan at send nyo sa amin dahil itutusin natin yung picture nyo dyan sa ating album ng naka-frame para ang saya-saya tayo ay iisa lang. Ayan, si Dr. Mel, umpisa hanggang matapos, nandiyan pa rin po siya talaga kasama natin. Ayan, again, congrats to the organizer and to the speaker tonight. Thank you so much also, Dr. Mel.
And watch out again kay Doc John Next week,
Yan.
next week na po yan. Next Monday na po yan, mga kabayan. Dito lang yan.
So, talking about it.
Ayan.
Alright,
So once
maraming
again,
salamat,
tayo na ang buong media center.
Ayan, maraming salamat sa ating mga kabayan. Huwag kalimutan sa June 12 from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Meron po tayong sorpresa at mga pagkuwela or pasaya sa ating mga kababayan bilang pagdiriwang sa ating 122nd Philippine Independence Day celebration online only here on Kalayaan2020. Ayan.